Hey guys, and welcome to my top 10 star anime list. Now you've probably gone through countless top 10s on YouTube and you're just here for some recommendations, or you're here because your friends have convinced you enough to start watching anime. Now you're thinking, where the hell do I start? As a disclaimer, this list is purely based on my opinion, so whatever piques your interest more, be my guest. To get things kicked off, we have number 10, Steins Gate. Just because this show is number 10 does not mean it isn't an unbelievable series. For those out there that like a plot that gets your brain ticking, this show is perfect. It delves into the whole time travelling theory and devastating effects it could theoretically have. You follow the struggles and despair of the mad scientist, Hoin Kyoma, and how he manages to tackle the situation. The series spans up to 25 episodes, so it is short and sweet and definitely worth a watch. Number 9, One Punch Man. Now this is probably one of the more gimmicky / parody animes on the list, but that's not to say it's an amazing show and bloody hilarious as well. It explores the idea of how most shonen animes out there focus on the protagonist getting stronger through training arcs and then the fight and boss at the end, but directly challenging that entire concept. So this anime starts off with an overpowered protagonist who is completely bored of it and finds no joy in being so powerful. The fight scenes are absolutely amazing. Credit to Shingo Natsume at Madhouse Studios for making them look brilliant. With the first season only spanning 12 episodes, you're in for a laugh for sure. Number 8, Hajime no Ippo. For those that want to watch an anime that's slightly more realistic and doesn't include jutsus and superpowers, a good old sport anime, and more specifically, the best boxing anime you will ever find. I started this years ago through some recommendation on YouTube, and honestly, it's one of those anime where you can pick it up and start over and over again. It's about a kid named Ippo who at the start has no interest in boxing till he gets bullied and an aspiring boxer saves him, goes to their gym, and the coach realises, damn, this kid could punch. The journey follows Ippo in his rise to the boxing world, and seriously, this anime will have you shadow boxing in your bedroom and apply for a gym membership if you haven't already. Number 7, Demon Slayer, also known as Kimetsu no Yaiba. For those that know me personally know that I would not shut up about this anime. Hands down the most beautiful artwork and animation and most fitting soundtracks. It's still an ongoing anime, but the first season is already finished. It's so complex, it would take me a whole video to cover what this anime is about. But briefly, now this isn't a spoiler because it happens in the first episode, the protagonist Tanjiro comes home to his whole family slaughtered by a demon and just about finds his sister barely alive but turning into a demon. His goal is to find a cure to turn her human again, but by finding the one demon responsible for the situation itself. Sounds cliche, but it is up there, and there's a reason why it beat One Piece in manga sales recently. I'm reading the manga at the moment, and it has pretty much finished. So it won't be a long anime, and season 2 will be in the form of a movie, so you can already imagine the production and money going into that. Number 6, Greatest Teacher Onizuka. Not everyone likes animes where it's just power levels and boss fights, or even psychological drama. Some people like feel-good animes, where in almost every episode you're coming away smiling because it's taught or even reminded you of a valuable life lesson. This is that anime. No real main plot, just an ex-gangster made teacher who gets involved with one of the worst classes in a school. He ends up finding out about the troubles they go through and explores themes of suicide and bullying and even anxiety and depression. It really does open your eyes when you come away from the anime, but also have you laughing at yourself with how funny it can be sometimes. I'd recommend watching this anime in English dub, to be honest. Number 5, Re:Zero. I hesitate before I put this one down because of the first season being aired a couple years back and we still haven't heard a thing about season 2 being aired. That aside, this had the entire anime community hooked with such a unique concept of the main character randomly teleported to a different era / world and being respawned to an earlier moment when he dies. Just that description alone is enough to get you reeled in. This is something almost every anime fan has seen already and will put in their top 10 as well. Number 4, Attack on Titan. You can't have a top 10 without mentioning the absolute beast Attack on Titan. This anime single-handedly brought in more anime views than any other anime in my opinion, not including Dragon Ball Z. It revolutionised the whole production side of animes and the budgets used, and not only that, it has an amazing storyline. The anime follows a pre-apocalyptic world of civilization being confined between walls to ensure these monsters called Titans don't wreak havoc and go on a killing spree. The politics, the twists, and the emotion this anime has to offer, almost unbeatable. But then again, this is only number 4 on my list. Number 3, Death Note. They say about 1 in 3 people in the world have seen Death Note. I'm joking, but that's a testament to how many people have started watching anime because of this series, me included. So following a high school student who finds a notebook, he realises it has rules in the book about naming people and it kills them instantly by a heart attack, or by specific details if they're written down in the book. The series focuses on the cat and mouse chase between the greatest detective in the world, and the gifted high IQ high school student who has his own twisted view of justice in the world. one of the best roller coaster rides you can experience in terms of an anime series. This one is another one I watched in English dub, but I guess everyone has their own preferences. Number 2, Berserk. I have this ritual where every winter I'll watch the original Berserk series. That is how good this show is. It's dark and gruesome and it's gripping. In fact, there are scenes that aren't included in the anime because of how dark they are. If you're a manga reader, you'll know what I'm on about. If you're looking to start off your anime journey with something that will have you shouting at your screen in anger or pure hatred over a fictional character, this is the show. It's a shame it hasn't received the same respect with the most atrocious CGI and production in the latest anime series, but the story is that good we can look past it and hope for a Hunter x Hunter style remake. Okay, now it's time for the big bad wolf, the greatest anime of all time and also a crucial starter. Number 1, One Piece. Anyone that tells you this anime is too long, don't listen to them. This anime will have you laughing, crying, shocked, angry, hyped, just every emotion under the sun. And this might put some people off, but it's only about 80% finished according to Oda. The anime follows a young pirate named Luffy who aspires to be the king of pirates and find the greatest treasure in the world, the One Piece. Along the way he builds his crew and gets involved with the world government and massive characters throughout the show, touching on so many different worldly issues in relation to real life, such as discrimination and poverty. It's just the greatest anime in the world in my opinion. This might be heavily biased, but starting this anime would mean you're committed to finishing this for the rest of your life. Once again, I could go on about this anime forever, but to keep it short and simple, there's no harm in starting this lengthy show first, as it does get you hooked from the get-go, and you most likely won't catch up till you've finished every other anime in this list. That is it guys, thank you for listening to me ramble on, but please let me know if you've decided to start any of these or what your thoughts are. Safe.